Physiologist here at Pear Exercise Physiology. Today I'm going to be taking you through a pregnancy workout suitable for any trimester. If you do experience any pubic symphysis pain or pelvic girdle pain, please don't hesitate to book in a telehealth appointment with us, where we will be able to individualise some exercise prescriptions suitable to your individual pregnancy. For today's workout, all you're going to need is a chair, a mat and a TheraBand. So grab your equipment and we'll get started. So we're starting with our warm-up, taking our feet just wider than hip width apart, toes turned to 11 and 1 on the clock dial, taking a nice gentle inhale breath into the tummy as we bend the knees, plie down to touch the floor. Exhale breath to reach the arms up to touch the ceiling. So inhale breath down, exhale breath up. Making sure we keep that weight back into the heels, taking the knees out nice and wide over the toes, and continuously breathing. Inhale down, exhale up. Inhale down, exhale up. Lovely, ladies. We're just looking to warm up the body, stretching through the inner thighs, mobilizing through the pelvis, and up. Last 3. Inhale down, and up. 2, and 1. Well done. Grabbing our band now. Have a sit down to be able to pop your band on. We're going to wear it just above the knees, or just below the knees if you want to work a little bit harder. We're coming straight into some crab walks. So knees are soft, again, weight is back into the heels. Little steps, pressing those knees out into the band, waking up through the side of the glutes. So really important for us to have that pelvic stability all the way through pregnancy. So we really want to work those lateral glutes hard. Stepping into the heel, pressing those knees out into the resistance of the band. Should be already feeling those glutes starting to kick in. All right, we're going to try 2 more laps. That's it. Keep that weight back behind you. So we want to be able to see the tops of your toes past your knees and your bump. So we do need to back that weight up. Last time, up and down. Excellent work, well done. That's our warm up. Repeating those exercises one more time. Okay, ladies, I'm going to talk you through our first 3 strength exercises for round 1. Our first exercise is a single leg deadlift hinge. So we're going to have 1 foot forward, 1 foot up onto the toes and the back foot. Hinging forward, knees are soft. You come down with a lovely flat back and drive back up tall. So knees are soft, hinging forward and driving back up tall. You can increase the intensity of this exercise by holding a small weight in your hands as we hinge forward and back, but we're aiming to work through the glutes and the hamstrings. The second exercise in our round is a sit to stand to pull apart. So using our band, this time we've got the band out long, using the chair behind you, we're going to tap the bum down, drive back up tall and pull the band apart. So we tap, drive and pull the band apart. Our last exercise, sitting down onto the side of the chair, looping the band around the front foot and holding the band like you hold reins of a horse. We're sitting up nice and tall. Exhale breath as we pull thumbs into the armpits, big conscious squeeze of the shoulder blades, and inhale breath back out. So exhale, row, inhale back out, exhale, row, inhale back out. There are our first 3 exercises. Let's get started. Okay, ladies, we're working 45 seconds on, 15 seconds rest. Let's get set up into that single left hinge, hinging forward and driving up, hinging forward and driving up. Making sure we keep that nice flat back position. Even without weight, you'll be feeling those hamstrings working at the end of the round. Gentle exhale breath, keep that ribcage connected to pelvis as we hinge forward and back. We're already halfway. Hinging forward, driving up. Hinging forward, driving up. Excellent challenge for that balance and stability as well. We've got our last 5 seconds here. 3, 2, and 1. Well done. In our rest period, just give those legs a quick shake out. You'll be repeating round 2 on the other side. Driving our band, getting ourselves set up onto the edge of your chair. Ready for our band pull aparts. Off we go, driving up tall, pull the band apart. Hands can reach back out in front. Keep a little bit of tension on that band to work through the shoulders a little bit harder. Exhale breath as we pull up. Gentle inhale breath as we tap back down. Exhale breath up. Inhale, tap down. Now making sure that we don't pull into a big banana position as we row through the arms. Again, keeping that ribcage connected to the pelvis. Gentle exhale breath, hugging baby in towards your spine as we stand up nice and tall. Exhale and down. Big squeeze of the shoulders, squeeze and down. Nearly there. Last 3, 2, and 1. Well done. Resting again, 15 seconds. Getting yourself set up for our last exercise in that round of our rows. So holding onto our band, sitting up nice and tall, pulling thumbs into armpits. Let's go. So gentle exhale breath again on the effort part of the exercise. So important through pregnancy not to hold your breath as you perform your exercises. Always exhaling on the effort part. Excellent, get those elbows traveling right back behind, big conscious squeeze of the shoulder blades. Doing really well. If you want to work a little bit harder, hold your band a little bit more taut. Otherwise, you can give yourself some more slack in the band if it's needed. Nearly there, big squeeze of the shoulders. Let's slow it down for these last couple of reps. Squeeze and hold, and out. Last one, squeeze and hold. And back out. Well done. Getting ready for round 2. All right, ladies, well done. Talking you through our next 3 exercises in our strength round now. You have the option of still using your band for these next exercises if you've got an extra one at home. Our first exercise is banded clamshell. So we're going to pop our band on around the knees. Coming down onto your side, head into hand or lying down flat, whichever is more comfortable. Keeping the hips nice and stacked, slightly angled forward with that top hip. We open the knees out into the resistance of the band. The banded clamshells, exercise number 1. Exercise number 2 is going through a side plank. So elbow tucked in nice and close underneath the shoulder, broadening through the collarbones, pressing the weight into the underneath knee. Exhale as you drive up. And inhale as we tap back down. So side planks here, up and down. Last exercise, you can keep your band on, working extra hard then through the glutes. We're going to do a tricep extension. So with our band, we anchor it underneath one hand, we pull the thumb into the armpit and extend straight out behind, into the armpit, straight out behind. If you're part of the hypermobile elbow club like I am, making sure we don't hyperextend, we keep softness through that supporting elbow too. All right, let's get started. All right, ladies, let's get straight into it. Remember, you do have the option to perform these without the band on. We're thinking about keeping that top hip angled down to look at the floor. Heels are actively squeezing together as we open the knee out into resistance of the band. Gentle breathing, exhale breath with every knee lift. This one will really get those glutes going. Trying hard not to cheat by angling the hips back. Keep them angled forward. You're nearly there, over halfway. Good, strong glutes will really help with that pelvic stability all the way through pregnancy. Last 3, 2, and 1. Well done. Getting set up straight away now into our side plank position. So elbows tucked in close underneath the shoulder. Knees are stacked, hips are stacked. When you're ready, off we go, pushing that weight down into the knee, lifting at the hips and tapping back down, up and down. Now the shoulder is not a big driver in this exercise, it's just a bit of a stabilizer. All the work's happening through the side of the oblique and through the side of the glute. Exhale breath as you press up and tap back down. Well done, these ones are tough. Up and down, up and down. Stay open and broad through the collarbones. Not relying on that shoulder too much. It's not doing the work. All the work's happening at that underneath hip. Nearly there, ladies. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done. Our last exercise in this series, tricep extension. Coming up to a 4-point kneel position, anchoring that band under the opposite hand, pulling thumb into the armpit first. Let's go. Thumb to armpit, straight extension out behind, armpit and behind. Now remember, keeping that stabilizing elbow a little bit soft, not hyperextending. Great job. Exhale breath again on the effort part of the exercise. So exhale breath as we extend the elbow out behind. Nearly there. Halfway done. Good. Keep those knees pressing out into the band if you are wearing it around the glutes. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Excellent work. Getting ready for round 2. Let's finish up with a couple of stretches. So we're going to start with a nice book opening stretch. Again, coming down onto your side. If you need, you can have that little pillow supporting underneath the side of your bum, and another pillow supporting in between the knees. Head down, reach the fingertips just that little bit further away, then up to the ceiling. Nice big rotation stretch. Fingertips reach back up to the ceiling, closing over, starting again. So reach those fingers that little bit further away, to then unwind through the upper back. Fingertips back up to the ceiling, and back down. Next stretch in our little rotation, it's going to go through a nice cat-camel stretch. So in our cats and camels, we'll make sure we've got our hands stacked underneath the shoulders, again into that 4-point kneel. We take a gentle inhale breath, breathing into the tummy, arching through the back and flaring through the sit bones, lifting the eye line, tucking the chin to the chest, rounding the spine and tucking the tail. So you inhale breath, arch the back, relax the tummy, flare the sit bones. Dropping the chin to the chest, rounding the spine and tucking the tail. Inhale, arch, exhale, and tuck. Last one here is a nice big hip flexor stretch. So tucking the tail as much as you can down between the legs, feeling a nice big stretch come on across the front of the hip. We can increase this stretch even further by leaning forward slightly into the front knee. So we should feel a lovely big stretch all the way across the front of the hip. We also have the option to float the arm up and back down, just to increase that stretch that little bit more. So we'll float the arm up and back down. Beautiful. The last in our series for today is just to go through some pelvic floor breaths. So sitting up nice and tall, you can be sitting on your chair or down on your mat. Spreading your sit bones out nice and wide. We're going to go through a couple of nice, slow pelvic floor breaths. So we inhale breath, relax through the tummy, allow that belly button to blossom out, and relax through the pelvic floor. As we exhale breath, we keep closing pelvic floor doors, starting at the back door first, then gently drawing up internally, hugging baby to spine. As we inhale breath again, we relax that tummy back out, relax the pelvic floor back down. So exhale breath, closing pelvic floor doors, hug baby to spine. Inhale breath, relax back out, relax that belly button, let it blossom out, relax the pelvic floor. One more breath in and out here, gentle inhale breath, breathing into the tummy. Exhale breath, closing pelvic floor doors, gently hugging baby to spine. Thank you so much for joining me for today's workout. Please visit our website if you have any other questions regarding pregnancy exercise, and have a great day.